This chapter will be a basic skills review. In this lesson, we're going to look at taxes, specifically sales taxes. All right. Hi, everybody. So, in this lesson, we're going to take a look at taxes. Okay, so we pay taxes on our goods and services and a whole bunch of things here. So, taxes are really just a percentage of the retail price, and then they're added to the retail price. You go to the counter, you take something off the counter. But some provinces have a PST, a provincial sales tax, that they add in addition to that. And actually, in other places in the province here, there's rules that are used when it comes to the provincial sales tax and whatnot. But anyway, we're going to calculate the total tax percentage by adding the tax percentages together. That's kind of typically how that's going to work for most places here. So the taxes are a percentage of the retail price. We convert the percentage to a decimal, typically, and then we just multiply it by the retail price to get the amount that we're looking for. Let's just take a look at a couple of examples here. So first question here is, what is the amount of tax paid per item that costs $14.95 when the tax is 5%? Okay, so if we want to figure out what our taxes are, let's just let t equal percent, and it's of. It's going to be 5% of the $14.95, and of always means okay, for the kind of questions that we're doing here. 5%, remember that symbol means that this is really 5 over 100, and still multiplied by $14.95. And then 5 over 100, when we can convert that, we're just going to move the decimal 2 places to the left here, which is going to put that at 0.05 times $14.95. Now I'm putting an awful lot of work into this. I'm putting a lot of steps in there. But just so that you see what's going on here, and then we're going to multiply 0.05 by $14.95. That is our kind of calculator work here. And what we get here is 0.7475. Now, I mean, clearly, that's not all that helpful to us. So we're going to just round that to the nearest hundredth. And so what we're getting here is 75 cents. Okay? 75 cents tax. Now, however, sometimes so how much tax is paid on a $163 item in BC where GST is 5% and PST is 7%? Okay, so our tax here is going to be the tax paid, the GST. So that's going to be 5% of the $163 item. Then we're going to add to that the 7% on that $163 item. Okay? And again, I could put the dollar sign in there, and I probably should actually put the dollar signs in there. But anyway, so here we go. 5% of means multiplication, 7% of means multiplication. And I'm just going to total them up by adding. And so now I'm going to kind of skip that intermediate step here. 5% as a decimal will be 0.05 multiplied by $163. And then 7% will be 0.07 multiplied by 163. So now I just go to my calculator. 0.05 times 163 is going to be $8.15. And then 0.07 times 163 is going to be $11.41. And so we add those together to get our total amount of tax. And so the total tax that would be paid here is going to be $19.56. And that would be in addition to the $163 that you'd spend on the item. Okay, so now for these next few questions, we're going to calculate the total price after the tax has been calculated here. So all we're going to do is we're just going to add the tax that we've figured out to the retail price, and that's going to give us how much we're going to spend. So let's just take a look at some examples here. So how much will Sarah spend for a sweater that costs $32.99 with 5% GST? Okay, well, first of all, and let's do it like this. Let's say we're going to let we're going to let T be the taxes here. So first of all, we're going to figure out how much we're going to pay in taxes. So it's going to be 5% cents Okay, so again, we're going to skip that intermediate step with the fraction there. We're going to convert that right to a decimal. So 0.05 multiplied by $32.99. And I go to my calculator and 0.05 times 32.99. And we get $1. And when I round it, okay, and I'll show you here, I've got 1.6495. I'm simply going to round that to 1.65. And there's how much I'm spending in tax. Now, let's say the sales price here, as for sales price, is going to be the sticker price plus the tax. I'm just going to take that 1.65 and I'm going to add the $32.99 to it. And we get that this is going to cost us $34.64. So that's how much you're actually going to pay at the till. Let's take a look at another example. Jake is driving across Canada and stops for gas where there is a 5% GST and PST of 6%. So how much will he pay in total for $52 of gas? Okay, well, let's figure out the tax first. Oops. So tax is going to be 5% of the $52 plus the 6% of $52. Okay. Now I'm going to do it like this way. In the question here, the next couple of questions, I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I think here. Actually, you know what? Let's do this like this. I'll do it right here. So in the previous question, we calculated tax. We added it on. This section just a couple minutes ago, we did this where we calculated the tax separately here, and then we added them together. The percentages together. In fact, I tell you what, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this question in two different ways just to illustrate this. So first of all, this is going to be 0.05 times 52 plus 0.06 times 52. So I'm going to come up with both of those. 0.05 times 52 is going to be $2.60. And then 0.06 times 52, and that's $3.12. And when we add $72. Now, there is another way that we could have done that. And the way we could have done it here is 5% and 6%, when we add it together, basically we can do the first here, is 11%. And so what we could have done is figured out what is 11% of $52. So 0.11 multiplied by $52. And I go to my calculator, 11 times 52. I'll show you right here. And enter, and we get $5.72. So we're getting the exact same amount there. So you can do it, the two separate tax calculations and then add them together at the end, or you can add the percentages together and do the overall calculation in one step there. So it doesn't matter here. But the sales price is still going to be the $52 spent on gas plus the $5.72 that we spent on tax here, and that is going to end up being $57.72. Take a look at another question. Simon the plumber buys hardware from the store, then installs and charges his clients 40% more. Okay, so if he needs $167.24 of hardware to complete the job, how much will his client pay in total percent GST? Okay, so we're going to take and figure out, first of all, we're going to figure out what that 40% is. Okay, so basically we're going to figure out what our tax is. And actually, sorry, we don't want to figure out his tax. Let's not call it that. Let's do it like this. So what's going to happen here if he needs $167.24 here? So what's going to happen here is, first of all, how much is he going to be charged for this material here? Well, he's going to get charged that much plus that 40% more. Okay, Simon's going to add that amount to it. So let's figure out what 40% of that is. So the total cost here, let's say it like this, the total cost is going to be $167.24 plus 40%. Let's do it like this. We're going to figure out what the cost is first. So that's going to be $167 plus, convert that to a decimal, 0.4 times $167.24. I'm just going to go to my calculator. We're going to do $4 plus 0.4 times $167.24. And so altogether, altogether he's going to charge the client $234. And when I round that, because take a quick look here, it's 0.136 to the nearest hundredth is going to be 0.14. $34.14. Now, okay, how much will this client pay in total with 5% GST? So now we're going to charge 5% on that. So the total, let's say, sales price here is going to be $234.14. Okay, or the total price for the service, let's say, that plus 5% of $234.14. At least this is how I'm interpreting this. I'm interpreting that the client is going to pay for that. If he needs $167 of hardware to complete the job here, I'm assuming that we're charging more for that, and then the 5% GST on top of that, as opposed to calculating the 5% on this when he buys it, and then the 40% more to sell to his client. It's not 100% clear what the order here is, but that's okay. That's okay. We can even do it the other way if you really wanted to see it. But in this case right here, $234.14 plus $234.14 times 0.05. We're going to convert that to that decimal there, 0.05. And we get $245.85. $245.85. Now, just for fun here, what we could do is we could do this a slightly different way. We could interpret this as, well, what is this guy going to pay if we're talking about the plumber paying 5% GST on that and then paying or charging the client 40% more. Let's just see what happens with that. So let's go back and let's say Simon's gone to the store. He wants to buy that $167.24, and then the store's charging him GST on that. So what his cost there is going to be is $167.24 plus 5% of 167.24. Oh, I'm getting close to the edge of my paper here. Anyway, so 167.24 plus 0.05 times 167.24. Okay, and so we're going to get $175.60. And now let's say that he's going to, the service that he's going to give his client is going to be that, but we're going to add 40% to that. So 40% of $175.60. $175.60 plus 0.4 times $175.60. And we get $245.84. Really close. Did it matter? Not really. It's basically the same thing. But I wanted you to see that. Okay? Now, let's take a quick look. Oops, way up here. Harminder buys ball caps in bulk for 45% to make a profit and cover his costs. If GST is 5% and PST is 7%, how much will a customer have to pay in total for one ball cap? Okay, so first of all, what we're going to do here is we got to figure out how much did Harminder pay per cap. How much does he pay per cap here? So per cap here, he's going to pay $79 per dozen. We're going to divide that by 12. I just did that over my calculator. $6.58. Okay, rounds to $6.58. Okay, so he's going to mark them up by 45%. So what he's going to do is, this is how much he's going to sum for. Okay, he's going to, this is how much he's going to have people pay for them. So let's call it. Well, so he's got $6.58 plus 45% of $6.58. Okay, so $6.58 plus 0.45, because the cap is going to, it's like the sticker price on the cap here. So when people go and buy it, the sale price, okay, when everything's all said and done, we go what they pay at the till here, what they're going to pay, plus $9.54. Whoops, my pen is 7%. And then we're going to have to add the $9.54. I'm going to have to switch over here. Okay, so this is going to be $9.54. Well, you know what? Together, 5% and 7%, if we do this like we did a couple questions a little while ago here, that's going to be 12%. So it's going to be multiplied by 0.12, and then I would add the $9.54. And so